Well, we are kicking off race week here live at Bristol Motor Speedway, getting ready for 3 nights of incredible racing action. It is the night race, of course, one of those so many people look forward to. So what better way to kick off a Monday morning than to be here live getting everybody ready for the excitement. Of course, this year was a little different than most. Hard to believe 6 weeks ago, this was a Major League Baseball field, so they had to do quite the transition to get everything back to normal, but it looks like I remember. We've got Steve Swift here with us from Speedway Motorsports, and Steve, I know you guys had quite the project to get rid of an entire baseball field and bring back the racetrack.
Yeah, it was, great partners that really put this together, and a lot of planning that went into place pre and naturally post to make this happen. And, our goal was to make sure this week it looks like a racetrack instead of a baseball field. And as you can see, it looks like nothing ever happened, and we never had a baseball game other than some few numbers that are still on the wall for remnants of the baseball game. Everything else looks like race week, and that's what we wanted to achieve.
And you said actually you didn't even have the 6 weeks because Major League Baseball had some time to kind of get everything out before you guys really came in and started.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, there was a field here, a lot of seats, dugouts, all the bullpens, the clubhouses, all the things that made the baseball field. Those had to have time to be taken down. So, naturally post the event, and especially with the rain delay, unfortunately, we lost that day, but Major League Baseball had 10 days to basically clean everything out, get everything out of the way so we could then start reconstruction of putting everything back in place. And as I said, with the planning that went in place prior to that and just great partners, all those things went flawless, and we're ready to race this week.
They're ready to race, and that, of course, is the great news for all the race fans. And one of the big projects that we see, we're kind of standing in front of this building. This was gone, completely reconstruction. This is all brand new. Tell me a little bit about, was this the biggest part of what you guys had to do?
It really was. There's a couple pieces that were the big pieces of the puzzle. Was naturally the masonry building you see behind us, laying block and getting block to cure out, getting the mortar joints to set up right, to have a vertical building and then setting steel and having all those pieces in place. In 4 weeks period is kind of a crazy idea. Hopefully our bosses don't think we can build things normally in 4 weeks in the future, but we're used to doing things fast. But great partners like J.A. Street and all the subcontractors that were on site, really, man, they did a bang-up job. I mean, as you can see, the building looks like it never left. It was never gone, and now it's back here just like it was, ready for race week. And then the other piece was, our concrete walls. Concrete takes time to cure. Naturally, our walls can get hit by cars at 3,400 pounds and at speed, so they have to be cured out, and you have to make sure that the concrete's cured. So there's some special things we did to the concrete to make it happen, but Summers Taylor and, again, J.A. Street really did a great job of putting that back together and getting those concrete walls. And the race team should know that nothing ever changed, and it looks just like it did when they were here last August.
Yeah, it looks just about as steep as I remember it the last time.
Yes, and hopefully we'll see some great playoff racing this weekend. It is a cutoff race, so hopefully this weekend we'll see some action on the track, and they'll put on a great show.
And, of course, we see some folks out here right now. Looks like they're doing kind of that finishing touches. And you said there was a lot of other little things, too, that had to be put back, light posts and things like that.
Absolutely. So NASCAR naturally comes in and does their pre-stuff. And what we're seeing out on the track currently is a timing loop. Naturally, over time, asphalt concrete moves at different times, and those timing loops get pinched, and those timing loops are really important for a race. So what they're doing out there right now is putting in some timing loops. We're testing out the lights. So all the infield lights were gone. They were not here. Naturally, you can't have poles sticking up in the outfield of a baseball field, so all those lights got removed and had to be put back, and we're just putting all those finishing touches, making sure everything's working, the power's to them, everything's up and operational so we can have a night race.
And of course, you talk about night race and the excitement that builds, and then you got to have the lights in order to light this place up when it comes to those night races. How exciting is that to be able to look around now and be this close to the racing action that's coming in and knowing what you guys were able to do in such little time?
It's awesome to work for Speedway Motorsports and the vision of the Smith family. So Bruton and now Marcus always had big visions of doing great grandeurs and big things like Colossus, here at Bristol alone, or football or baseball games, and then turn around and having baseball field. Now, if they could give us a little bit more time instead of just 4 or 5 weeks, it would be nice, but we're used to working in with those tight parameters, and it's awesome to build great things, and to build a baseball field and then turn around and have a NASCAR race, which is what this place was built for, is pretty awesome to turn that around. And again, having great partners in this area. The Bristol area is fantastic to having people that really pull for the Speedway, right? So all of our contractors and vendors and people that come in to help with the track really know what this means to the area and really make sure that things go flawless, and we've had no issues. The weather's been great too, so we can't fuss too much about that. We've had sunshine and been able to work construction with no problems or delays from a weather standpoint. But again, the Smith family always has big visions, and this is kind of an expectation in what we do, so it makes it fun for us from the construction side and the operation side to execute all that.
Well, it was incredibly impressive to come out here, and the last time I was here, it was absolutely all baseball, and now, just like I remember, it's time to go racing.
It's time to go racing. It's Bristol, baby, right?
It's Bristol, baby. All right, well,
Thank you so much, Steve. Great to have you on the show. We're going to give everybody some information. Don't forget, you can get your tickets. Everything you need to know is available on the website, BristolMotorSpeedway.com.
and we will be out here live on Friday, the entire show, so you can tune in for that. Everything you need to know, Friday morning, 9 a.m. daytime Tri-Cities. Everything is live from Bristol Motor Speedway.